I ended up just getting my new hot tent here. It's the One Tigris Rock Fortress, and we're gonna set it up. I bought two of them. I bought the hammock hot tent as well, and I got this one here. It's a 6-man, but they say 3 comfortably with a stove. So I'm looking forward to it with the new Nico stove I just bought. Putting the quad here because I want to do a comparison to show you. A lot of people put them up against the smoky hot tent, and I have that too. But it's hard to tell because on video, even the smoky hut looks like a larger tent, even though it's an ultralight, it's tiny little teepee tent. So we're gonna check this one out here. Okay, stakes, feel that. I think this is the floor, maybe, the inner, the middle pole. But the products I'm using is what I use. I'm not sugarcoating it. If they're good, they're good. If they're bad, I'm going to give you a review about it. I'm going to tell you about it later. I was looking for a larger tent. That's why I went with this one, where I can put cots up and stay for a few days and be comfortable. Looks a lot bigger already. Suppose you could cut a tree too if you ever need it. Once you get the hang of it the first time, after that it all goes up pretty easy. You have different adjustment notches where you want to put it. So you could adjust this at different heights for the top, or you could come all the way down. We're gonna go all the way up. So right off the bat, just setting it up, it went together really easy. Last year I got into hot tenting and I got the little smoky hut. Tiny, it'll go inside of this one, but what I learned is put a few pegs out, don't put them too tight, put your center pull up and then go around and readjust them. One thing I think, I like the stakes because they're small and they're better quality than the cheap ones, but what I would do is maybe get longer stakes for this. I see in soft ground like right now, because we had a lot of rain for the last month, they want to pull right out. So would I recommend those? No, I wouldn't. I would go get some big ones, and then for your guy outs, maybe you could put the little ones here that they give you. But I'm gonna look at getting like a longer stake. If not, you can use dead tree branches that are good. I'm not gonna guy it out today either. It's got the snow skirt, but it's got a lot of room. I like that. We're gonna go inside right now and check it out. Here. Snow skirt, you can either tuck it in. What I would probably do is, depending on what it is, if there's snow, maybe I would pull it out, but tuck it in if it's wet season. Put my tarp on the inside of that, so no rain comes on top of your tarp. It'll actually roll under it, hopefully, is the theory. I do have an inner tent, so I might try to put that up too. I think I have a half inner I bought with. Really nice too. And they give you enough stakes so you could go all the way around and get all your guy out. Inside. Want to open it up. You can even tie those off. You have quite a bit of room in here. You definitely can do 2 people comfortably. 3 people you could do with a stove. 1, 2, 3. But any more than that would be too much. You could do 6 people without it, for sure. And I think I could even go up higher here, but I'm not gonna. I think that's a good height. So a big reason why I was doing this review and video is being asked by a few people recently about these tents. Like, they do the full wall canvas tents, and you know, it takes a long time with 3-4 guys to set them up, where look how long that took me, 10 minutes to do. You're up and running, you're ready to go. The conditions don't affect them as much, and you really can't ask for much more if you're just trying to get out of the elements and enjoy a hunt, a camping trip, whatever. All right, one last thing. On the smoky hut, you had to go buy this for the stove, but they give you it. I recommend buying an extra one also, because you might burn through it. Something might happen to it. You're always lucky to have another and keep it with the tent. But these are pretty easy. You just pull them off. There you go. Done. So make sure your stovepipe reaches past the peak there. This way it's not too short, because you don't want it to be under that peak. You want it to clear it or come off of it and then angle away from it with a 45. Whew. It is like, I don't know, it's got to be 100 degrees in here. I just wanted to set up the tent. I want to make sure the stove, the tent, everything is good. What I'll probably end up doing is, to make more room, turn this sideways, feed it through the back. This way we can put a guy here, gear there with wood, and on this side put a cot. We have 2 cots and a way out this way, a way out that way. But this thing is roaring. And make sure you have gloves if you're going to be running these tents. Just the sharp edges. And it'll burn the heck out of you. But that's awesome. The hole size of the stove jack is exactly 5 inch. It's a 5-inch diameter. So it's starting to char a little bit on the outer edge, which is why I wanted to run this. I'm going to buy a few more of those, and I want to just make sure we have enough. I might have to get a 45 coming out as soon as it comes up to make sure we clear. Otherwise, I'm like a little nervous that it's too close to the top here, but we're going to see how it goes in the future. But this is pretty nice. I mean, this is a lot of stove for this tent. I can feel here, you're not going to need half of the amount of heat that this runs, and you definitely aren't going to be cold, that is for sure. But that's very cool. Appreciate you guys watching. Just wanted to show you what it looks like all together. Plenty of room in there. So I'd say you could get a cot here if you wanted to run it that way. Or you could put a cot back there. Definitely a cot this way, or a double cot, which is what I'll be running. This is nice, so you can see how it's starting to char up here already. It's a little tight, but I'm gonna run wood in it. I'm gonna make sure it's safe. It's a big thing is run your gear first. I put a rock there. I notice this time of year, and especially winter, you melt down through. So you just want a nice secure base. But it's extremely hot inside. So this is where I was talking about it. In my opinion, that is way too close for comfort. I don't like that. So there's no way to pull that off either. I think it's going to melt the tent there. So I'm going to have to get another piece of stove jack material, and I'll run it right inside of there. But other than that, usually you like to go up and over, but my point of contact there I don't feel comfortable with that. Too close. So what I might end up doing is getting a 45 to come away, and then it'll branch off. If I just put a 45 elbow, it'll be able to push that away exactly how I want to get it, and I'll be more comfortable from the peak getting hit too, because it's too close there also. So you want to be above your peak a couple feet. Now this tent is at the lowest setting, so I could still go up higher. You got quite a bit of height there. It's 8 foot. So. All right, so this is pretty good. You want to test out your gear again, like I said. That stovepipe, in my opinion, should either be another foot above minimum, or it should be off, kicked out to the side, which I'm probably going to go that route because I could only have to bring a little elbow instead of another piece of pipe. Either way I could do it. Or the other option is, if you have a flat stone, you could bring your whole stove a foot off the ground, and that'll push out where you want it to. You can go whichever route you want to go. But the reason why you don't want that like that is because the ember could go into there. If it blows this way, if the wind's coming into it, which at night it will, it could blow an ember and burn your tent down. In my opinion, this is a great spot for sleeping if you need to stay out of the weather for a couple days or whatever. Just keep in mind also with these tents, you're going to need a 12-foot radius. I'm even looking at tents that are bigger, a 21-foot radius. Keep in mind when you're out in the woods, it's very hard. At campgrounds, yeah, you can find a spot. But when you're in the woods, it's very difficult to find an area that big. But you can also peg it out easily. As long as you have no trees in an area, if it's uneven ground, it doesn't matter. That's the good thing with these tents. You don't have to be dead level. But I'm really excited to have this package together. I thought it was something cool to share with you guys, and hopefully we get to use it in upcoming trips this year. Thanks a lot for watching. Take care.